many business owners do we have out here? Business owners, I see a couple. I see an author. How many executives in companies? VP level, president, CEO? I see a lot. Okay, well, how many people have actually considered doing business in a digital way? Digital marketing. Does anybody use digital marketing? Anybody here on LinkedIn or Facebook? Okay. Okay, so I'm starting to see a trend. Okay. Anybody remember the old days of businesses having different billboards placed all over the road? That stuff is old. Well, I'm here to tell you that digital is the way to go. See, a couple of years ago, exactly about 2.5 years ago, I was in a job change transition, and what happened was, I was in the car business, and I still am, and as I was leaving my dealership, I wanted to take on bigger roles. My whole goal was to become a trainer, a consultant, a speaker, and I didn't know what I was going to do, and who I was going to meet, and how I was going to market myself to people. So I started using sites like Facebook. I started Googling automotive internet sales, because that's what my specialty was. Once I started doing that, I actually ended up discovering different forums. I started communicating with CEOs of large companies, different vendors that I work with now with that car dealership. So I actually started to be able to communicate with people through email, through blogs. I started writing, I started promoting myself, started traveling over the country, going to different conventions, hanging out, partying, meeting with people, and got myself well known in a matter of 6 months. And what happened was, my opportunities came alive, and I started to know people. People started to come to me and offer me jobs, and speakings and consulting opportunities. So, bottom line is, who uses, digital marketing? Well, automotive dealerships. That's the biggest specialty that I'm in. I've learned that dealerships tend to start moving into that direction. Auto dealerships, I don't know if anybody's noticed, they're on Facebook and Twitter and MySpace and YouTube, and they're doing all the different search engine optimization tactics. And I want to discuss that today with how you can use that for your business. Now, you don't have to be a car dealership. You can be an attorney, a doctor, a lawyer, a coffee works, a Starbucks, what have you. Okay, so who uses it? Anybody who wants to get ahead in the business world. I want to talk about the methods of digital marketing. There's SEO. Everybody's heard of SEO, I'm sure. Search engine optimization. There's many different forms of search engine optimization. There is social search engine optimization, where you can literally use your social media. You can use Facebook and MySpace and Twitter to optimize everything. I don't know if anybody realizes, Twitter actually has something called vertical search, where anything that you tweet will actually show up on the first page of Google, depending on how you choose to search for things. Facebook is great because you can network with other professionals, you can network with other prospects, prospect with people, and I'm going to get to that a little later in the speech. You can also build different websites, which in the car business we call them microsites and focus sites and super sites. These websites are designed to drive traffic to your website. You can literally, for instance, if I'm a Honda dealership in New Jersey, and say Burns Honda in Marlton, for instance, is one of my dealerships, I can turn around and create different websites like njhondareviews.com or newhondanewjersey.com or usedhondanewjersey.com. And then what I can do is I can literally place inventory on those sites, I can put reviews on those sites, and every time people search for my company, or they search for Honda in South Jersey, what's going to happen is all these websites are going to pop up, and my competition will be at the bottom. And statistics show that generally when people search on Google, MSN, or Yahoo, they don't typically go past the first or second page of Google. People get really annoyed. They want to go to page 30 and page 40. Page 1 and 2 is generally enough. So you want to dominate that. Other methods of search engine optimization is video, which is very powerful. Videos on YouTube and Google and Vimeo and all these different video search sites. You can literally create little videos like I'm creating right now and spread them virally throughout the internet using several different websites that will push the stuff out to the sites. You have to code them, you have to tag them, you have to put information about what you're speaking about, what your content is. You also have to put information about where you're located. So if I'm advertising with a Honda Accord in Arlington, New Jersey, for instance, I'm going to turn around and tag the vehicle in the search engine keys, Arlington, New Jersey, or Cherry Hill, New Jersey, it's common, and I'll put Honda Accord. So this way when people search that, they'll find it out. You know, other ways of communicating through social media is reputation management. I'm not sure if anybody realizes, but anytime you Google a business and you're looking to do business with somebody, you know, whether it's a piece of furniture you want to buy, or you want to go to a car dealership, or you want to find out if this attorney or this accountant or this doctor has done a good job, you can literally turn around and once you Google them, there's reviews, and you go out and read reviews. In the car industry, it's been known that, you know, there's websites like dealerrater.com and evidence.com where people actually go in and they will read what other people have to write about their experience at the dealership. You know, so I actually learned how to use that as a selling tool for when I ran a Nissan dealership in the Bronx. What I did was I took this dealership with a really bad reputation and I turned it around to being one of the top Nissan dealerships in the state of New York, literally within 9 months. The way I would do that is when customers came in, I would ask them to give me good reviews. I would solicit them for reviews. I would email customers asking them to give me good reviews. And what I would do with the reviews is I would turn around and use them as a sales pitch. For instance, if I had a customer on the phone with one of my reps that was working for me and they were giving us a hard time on pricing and whatnot, you know, I had to figure out what's the other way of getting this customer in the door. How do I build value with my dealership? I should do business. I would turn around and say, well, Mr. Customer, do you know that, you know, I understand the price is very important to you, but I'm not sure if you realize we are one of the most reputable Nissan dealerships in New York, as rated by Yahoo or DealerRater or whichever site that I've used. So you can do the same thing for any field. It doesn't just have to be the car industry. Okay, so it is a great way for business promotion. It's a lot cheaper than conventional advertising. You don't have to go spend $1,000 in a newspaper ad when you can build a free Facebook or LinkedIn profile. All you have to do is connect with the right people and reach out to the right prospects, and your business will be successful. Thank you.